Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the first of hopefully many of these videos. Welcome to the Morning Mug. For those who don't know me, my name is Hetrick. I'm a high school social studies teacher at Big Spring High School in central Pennsylvania. And like many schools across the country, we are now closed for at least 2 weeks because of the COVID-19 outbreak. I've spent a lot of time over the past several days just thinking about what not only I need to do for my own mental health during this time, but I'm also thinking a lot about my students. I'm thinking about my colleagues, and I'm also thinking from the perspective of a historian. This is unprecedented for us and our modern society, so what kind of records are we going to want to look back on? So after thinking about creating some sort of video diary or video blog or something like that, I was reminded of a very short stint that I had in college as a DJ. So freshman year, I'm signing up for so many clubs. Shout out to Cedar Crest College in Allentown, wonderful organization, www.cedarcrest.edu. So I signed up to be a DJ. So I had a morning show. It was called The Big Breakfast with Big L. Yeah, I can still do my little tagline. You've been listening to The Big Breakfast with Big L on WCCC, Cedar Crest College Campus Radio. I did the weather, I did celebrity birthdays, I did trivia. But one thing I didn't realize as a first semester freshman in college, having a morning show, no one's going to listen to you. College students only get up if they have to go to class. So actually, true story, at one point I said on the air, if you call the station in the next 5 minutes, I will give you $50 cash. Nobody called, which was actually a good thing because I didn't have $50 to give them. And who knows how many laws I broke by doing that, but by that offer. But so I thought, okay, I wonder if I can use modern technology and do kind of my own new version of The Big Breakfast with Big L. But and if any of my students call me Big L, not gonna happen. So I thought, okay, the morning mug. So here's my mug of the day. I love this owl. He's pretty cool. So I made coffee. And so I just want to say a couple things to my colleagues at Big Spring, my colleagues across the country, and to my students. Today's the first day of our new norm. It's temporary, but it's going to be our norm for a while. And it's kind of scary for some, and it can be frustrating because we don't know how long we're going to be like this. Take some time today to just breathe, relax a little bit, adjust to what this is going to be. Create a space for yourself to focus and to work. I'll show you mine in a second. Do something active. So this morning I got up at pretty much a normal time. I need some of that routine for myself. A couple weeks from now, I might feel a little bit differently, but I channeled a great now retired teacher, Ms. Davis, and I got up and I went for a walk. It was still dark. It was cold. I wanted to take the dog, but she was not having it. But that was just something. And I got about 1.25 miles in this morning. Be sure, do something fun. If you like to color, if you like to do puzzles, if you like to read, if you want to play video games, take some time today and let yourself do that. It's absolutely okay to do that. I suggest journaling too. When I was nesting, that's what I'm calling it, teacher nesting. As I was nesting, getting my office space a little bit more user-friendly for the next, period of time, I found a journal. Let me grab it. I found a journal that my aunt gave me my first year of teaching. Sorry, Aunt Pat, I didn't write in it. She already knows this, but so I actually started journaling in here for myself, and also, again, like I said, I'm a historian. This is history in the making. I want to be able to have something to go back and look at the highs, the lows, and to have something to look at that shows perseverance, and just the positive world that we do live in, and how we rely on each other in times of need. So I highly recommend that you do that. So in the tradition of my original radio show, and because this is the first morning mug, hopefully of many, and as you can tell, if you're actually still watching 5.5 minutes in, I don't have like any cool sound effects. I don't have any like pop-up graphics or anything. Maybe this gives me a chance to explore all of that, that's fine. But in the tradition of my original radio show, for today, Monday, the 16th of March, 2020, the weather in central Pennsylvania today, a high of 53, mixed sun and clouds, shifting over to cloudy in the afternoon. And in the overnight hours tonight, there's a slight chance of rain, about 30% after midnight. Happy birthday to Lauren Graham, the actress who plays Lorelai on the Gilmore Girls. Wonderful series, wonderful thing to stream while you're sitting at home. An awesome family show. I cannot recommend it enough. And this day in history, March the 16th in 1802, the establishment of the United States Military Academy at West Point. So happy birthday, go Black Knights. And in 1968, an event that we're not necessarily happy to remember had happened, but the My Lai massacre in Vietnam. My first period American Studies class, we're getting ready to get started on Vietnam. It's important for us to think about events of the past, for better or for worse, and looking to see where we go from there. So before I sign off, I'm going to move around and show you real quick. As you can see, my editing skills are terrible. But here is my little bit of nesting that I've done. So I have a section for each of my classes. I brought my materials home. My students will recognize these signs since we are literally in home base for the next foreseeable future. So I brought my necessary texts and things home. Here, brought my plants home. Oh, he fell over. There's my big spring bulldog. He goes on all my trips with me, so this one definitely counts. I have one of my favorite quotes of all time, because in this situation, truly, failure is not an option. I have my little black book of quotes that when students say funny, ridiculous things in class, I put them in there and I'm like, I better bring this home too. And my bike horn. If you don't know me, maybe at some point I will share with you about the bike horn. And of course, teacher supplies. So that is it for the first morning mug. If there are things you want me to chat about, talk about as we go through the next several weeks, let me know. If you absolutely hated it, I will not be offended if you don't watch ever again. And here we go. So behave, be good, be kind. Please continue to recycle, wash your hands, and take it easy on the caffeine. See you later.